What up? My name's Brown Nerd, and I made a kind of cool theming plugin for Atom. Uh, let me just walk through this. So let's say that we know how things go. You pick the editor that you like, and then you go plowing through the internet trying to find the theme that you want, and and then you eventually land on something. Maybe you decide to take the time to try to like make your own. It's gonna take forever. I found that with Atom, I could kind of like hack my own themes. So I created a package that lets us do this. So, for example, let's say that we're in this theme. We're like, oh, this is cool. I like it. But uh, let's say that we don't like green for some reason. We're like, oh man, I wish this could be like a blue or something. So let's come in here and open some settings. Did it put 2 in there? All right. And go to themes and go to this UUU syntax. And then let's open this HTML file again. And I'm gonna split this right. So I've got the settings and the code open in side-by-side panels. So this is a string, all right? We got this string in here. So I'm gonna scroll down through here till we reach strings. Got numbers, punctuation, doc type, strings. All right, cool. There's strings. Let's say we want this to be like, like this cyan. All right, boom, done. All right, we just updated the theme. Presto changeo. We're all good. All right, so this is kind of the stuff that we can do here. If you're somewhat familiar with reading your own code, then all this stuff should be straightforward. So let's say I see quotation marks are in light gray. So I'll come over here. Let's say we want to make them orange. All right, boom. Those are all orange. Cool. Let's say we don't want them to be bold. We want them to be like normal sized. Sweet. All right. So you can get in here and mess with, all the pieces of code that you want to adjust. Let's just open a CSS file over here. All right. So that's cool. We can theme this whole thing. We can jump back out of here and go into the UI. And let's say we want to change the background color. And you can do this all kinds of ways. You can use whatever the color picker is on your computer. Can you also use the sampler? Let's say, what do we have here? What if we change this to like a light theme? So we'll sample this gray. Did I get the gray? Yeah. All right, cool. So now we just made like the whole UI part gray, and we can come in here and change the text colors if we want. Sweet. I'm going to just leave that as it is. And then there's some other things that we can do. Where did I put it? Border reset. You can, if you're using the terminal that comes for Atom, you can theme the terminal as well. So I thought that was UI. Settings pages. So for setting pages, you can change the background style. So let's say I went to like triangle. And you can see that we've got this, kind of like pattern in the background. dot, if you want a dotted pinstripes. As you can see, things here are a little bit hard to read. So let's just switch back to the color that we had, so I don't have to make a whole theme in this time. All right, cool. So back here we can change the kind of like this navigation bar back to like its default horizontal position. Vertical position. I just like to put it up at the top, so I just get full width out of all these things. So that works for me. Let me say, switch back to themes, go to theme syntax, and just, I don't know, we spend like all of our damn time in these editors. I think they should be fun. So as you can see, we've got this cursor. All right, so I made this like Pac-Man cursor. So you can have fun chomping your code up. Just add some life to your editor. But we can change this to like block if we want. All right, so there it is. You can have your block if that's more your style. You can do bar. All right, so if you want to stay old school like that, that's fine. You go back to Pac-Man because it's fun. You can change the color. You can change the drop shadow on the Pac-Man. Whatever you want to do on your cursor. Also had some fun here with the gutter. So if you highlight, you can see, kind of get these like spikes out of here. Just calling it punk gutter. Putting some spikes on that. But you don't have to do that. You can just go back to no, and it'll just be like it is normally. Let's have some fun with that. So there's that. I think you can have multiple cursors in Atom. All of them are going to be little Pac-Man guys. It's kind of fun to see them all go at the same time. So that's fun. But let's say that switching through themes is, could be a little bit easier. If we go up to packages and we go to UUU, I can see all these other settings. We can import and export our themes. We can sync our font sizes between the syntax, the text editor, and the UI menu. And then we can switch through themes really quickly. So these are the preset ones, and then you can save up to 5 of your own and then use 5 of your own. But let's say, so right now we're using like the default theme for this. It's called Melodrama. Let's say we switch to Amir, like a theme that uses like more colors of like royalty. Something fun. If you notice, there are hotkeys there, so I can press Control Option Command 3 and jump to the next theme. So this is like a material theme knockoff. There's tons of these material themes out there, and basically, if you want to, you can just take a screenshot of material theme colors and then use those to as your base settings for the colors you want. So then you can use the color picker to come over to your image and geez, what might this look somewhat decent? And we'll just do, this is dark already, so we'll stay dark. So I'll just do like a dark gray. All right. So I'll do that. It looks a little too matte-ish. Switch over this. Was this the one it already was? Yeah. So, there's like a little bit of a kind of like a blue undertone to like think what you see in like standard material themes. So this one I just picked like a really dark, kind of cool gray. But you know, I mean, this just makes it so much easier to do theming on your own. You can just pick colors that are in there, or go find an image that has a color scheme that you like, and then build your theme around that. So kind of bring this back over here. I'm going to sample this, just put it back, and run through these themes. So that's like the material theme. Is that 4? Then you kind of have this this dark one, this dark earth theme. Brick city theme, I think. Super NES theme. So again, like, I don't know, when I jump in my code editor, like I just want to, I just want to have fun in there. I just don't want to feel like I'm grinding all day. And then, let's say there's people that don't like any styles. Let's say you're just like, Notepad plus is like your thing. So that was so let's say we hop over here, and this is like a theme with like no styles. All right. This is also here for people that want to do their own theming, just like start from scratch. They can just work up from this base theme. So, sweet. So just take a little bit of time, make your own theme. It'll stay saved. But let's say we jump over here, we go to Atom themes and some TV movies, White Walkers. So when you're working on themes, you're probably going to want to save it or maybe like share it. So we can come over here to packages and say export theme. You're going to get this little pop-up with some JSON, and all you got to do is copy that, and that's the whole theme configuration for your theme. So you can save that wherever you want, code snippets, GitHub. I'm putting a site together where you'll be able to kind of put your theme up on that. More on that later, but let's say that you just grabbed your code from someone else and you want to use theirs. So the way that we could then put that in is, let me find a README. All right, and notice that when I'm doing this, I'm putting all the code files in this right-hand pane and leaving settings as it is. You can't do it all from just one pane. I guess Atom just doesn't work like that. Regardless, I'm going to take this JSON string that I got here, and I'm just going to paste it in the window, and then all I got to do is just select it. All right, all this is selected. You go to packages, down to U, and I'm going to say import theme. Boom. All right, and like that, it just updates to the next theme. So super easy to work on your own styles. Super easy to save what you're working on. And to share with other people. So since this isn't, one of the presets that it comes with, if you were to switch to another preset, then you'd lose what you were working on if you didn't, export it and save it somewhere. But let's say that you want to always be able to come back to this. Well, then we can come here to save theme 1. All right, so you're just like saving this into this first slot. So you can do like that. And let's say that I then go back to the default theme, melodrama, and then I want to go back to the theme that I was working on. And then I can just come back here to, I'll say, use theme 1. Boom. All right. So it makes it really handy and easy to kind of work on your themes and store some themes. You know, overall, I just think that it's time that, as far as like theming goes and editors go, that we kind of expect that we can theme from the editor that we're in, that we don't have to leave it or go through some crazy process just to do this. I think it'd be great to be able to just pass, you know, some configuration code that makes themes around. I think that makes it so much easier. Anyways, this is called You. All right, theme, make whatever you want. Have fun with it. That's it, Brown Nerd. I'm out. Thanks. Peace.